Welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Lauren. I'm so glad you're here. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back for another video. I think it's been a couple weeks. I have been intensely editing this one just because it's a lot of footage. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It is going to be a living room makeover, living room transformation. So how this video started out, I actually started filming it before Christmas and it just kind of snowballed. So originally I got a new couch and I thought I was just getting a new couch. I was gonna put it in like a decorating video, maybe I'd put it in a cleaning video. And then I found a cabinet I really liked on Black Friday, so then I got that. And then once the couch and the cabinet were in here, I was like, the paint color has got to go. So then 3 days before Christmas, I was like, you know what would be perfect right now is if I painted the whole living room. So I did that. And then I found a coffee table on Facebook Marketplace, and then I wanted a different rug, and it just kept snowballing. So now we have a living room makeover. So I am really excited for you guys to see it. I will say it's not completely finished. There's some areas where I just don't love them yet, and I think it's just gonna take time, and I was sort of trying to rush it so I could finish out this video, and then I was like, you know what? I think I just need to wait on some things. I think I will find things on Facebook Marketplace or thrifting, and it just takes time. So with that being said, this will be the finished living room makeover as of now, but if you want to see me continue to decorate it and style it as I find new things, definitely make sure you subscribe. I do a lot of decorating videos, a lot of thrifting videos. So like I said, this video didn't start out as a living room makeover, so there's not a very like fluid timeline video. It's basically clips of me changing out every single thing, and I'm just gonna do a voiceover through it and combine it into a video. So like I said, the first order of business was getting a new couch. So this is what the before of the living room looked like. It wasn't horrible, but one of the parts of our couch, the chase section, had broke, so we took that off and then we brought a recliner from upstairs downstairs, and I just didn't love the look of everything. It wasn't very cohesive. And also these couches were small. We've had them for a few years. They did the job, but my husband's 6'4", my kids are on the taller side. We just didn't fit on them very comfortably anymore. So I knew it was time for a new couch. Now, I am not someone that makes decisions easily. I'm very indecisive, so I did a lot of measuring, a lot of searching online. And the couch I ended up choosing was the Rubik V Cloud Couch from Lindsay Home. So a few reasons why I chose this one. One, it's modular, so I liked that I could actually change things around if I changed my mind. And also I loved the color and the look of it, and I loved the depth of the seats. So they're very, very deep seats, and I figured if we're getting a new couch, I want it to be one that is super comfy, like me and the kids can lay down together. That was very important to me. And then I also had seen a few girls on YouTube post about this couch. So after choosing the Rubik V by Lindsay Home, I had to go in and figure out what configuration I wanted. Like I said, it's modular. You can do a whole bunch of different things with it. So for our room, I ended up picking a 3-seater with an ottoman and then an armchair. So once I figured that out, I put my order in, and it actually only took, I think, like 3 or 4 days to arrive. It was very, very fast. And putting it together was so easy. So as you can see here, it comes with these little blue attachments. All I did was attach those to the pieces, and then they just kind of slide next to each other and you attach them. It is so simple and so easy. And that's something that I was a little nervous about, getting a modular sectional. I was thinking, what if they don't stay together? You don't want to be like sliding in between the two pieces or having them move across the floor. So I really liked that these all come with these blue U-shaped kind of hooks, and you attach all the pieces together. So they are not sliding, they are not going anywhere. Everything is very stable and in its place. Even the cushions have Velcro on it, so those aren't sliding around. And you can see right here, as soon as I laid down, it was so much bigger than our old couch. So, so comfortable. So I was already very happy. Now, quick interjection, because you guys might be thinking, Lauren, you have lost your mind for getting a white couch with 2 young boys. And I will say I was very apprehensive at first. I was nervous. The first week it was here, I was definitely a little paranoid. However, all of the covers on this couch, all of them are machine washable. And it washes very well. And I know that because unfortunately we had a bit of a mishap already. So we've had this couch for about 3 months. And I would say like a month in, this happened. Yeah, it was pretty bad, and it's all me. So I was getting the kids ready for school, having my morning ice cream as you do, and I think I'm a flustered, frazzled person as is. If you've watched my channel before, you know I just am a little all over the place. And so, I don't know, I wasn't thinking straight. I laid the ice cream in the wrapper, so I guess I thought it was protected on the ottoman, and ran the kids to school. And when I got back, I walked into that, so it melted out of the wrapper and was all over the ottoman. And originally I was like, panicking, and I just grabbed some paper towels to get the stain off, and then I grabbed the Folex to see if that would do anything. But then I was like, okay, you know what? These are machine washable. Let me take the cover off. I Googled how to get stains out of a linen blend fabric, and it said cold water and laundry detergent. So that's what I did. I took laundry detergent and cold water and put it in the sink. The second the water hit it, it just dispersed. The stain immediately went away. So I did that, and then I threw it in the washing machine on cold. It looks brand new. You cannot tell at all that there was ever a stain there. So now I feel totally fine. I'm not nervous at all. I feel like I did the most intense stain in the beginning, and now it's like a free-for-all. I don't care because they're all machine washable. So I thought that was an important thing to note. Okay, so like I mentioned, I really wanted a cabinet for this living room, and I ended up finding the perfect one on Black Friday. And the reason I wanted one is I have so many little knickknacks from thrifting, just little pieces that I love that I have nothing to do with. Sometimes I feel like a thrift store hates to see me come in because those items are like, oh gosh, she's just gonna take us home and let us rot in a drawer. But I'm trying to get more bookshelves. Bookshelves, cabinets, I just didn't have anywhere to like display these items. So like I said, I found this one on a really good sale, and because the couch I got was white, I got this kind of like driftwood coastal beachy color cabinet, and I thought it was perfect. It looks so good together. I don't know why, I always end up leaning very coastal. I don't live near the beach at all. Has anyone seen the show Grace and Frankie on Netflix? That show, their beach house, is like one of my favorite decorated homes. I just love that style. So usually with shelves, you know, you try to do some where there's more than one and some where there's something in the center, but I'm trying to keep in mind that when this is closed, you won't really see the center. So I'm gonna focus on decorating in those spots. So, this is a floral arrangement I put in my bedroom for fall, but I feel like it could work year round, and I really like it. And I feel like I need to add some more color back into this living room with decor, so we're gonna try that. Okay, and I found this lamp at Target for $10. I thought it was so cute. It's very short, but that's what I loved about it. But I couldn't really think of where I would put it. Like, I feel like it's a little too short for the kitchen counter, things like that. But then it is the perfect height for this bookshelf. Now, unfortunately, there's no hole for me to run the cord through to plug it in. So once again, I have one of these puck lights from Amazon. So if I wanted it turned on, I could just do that. So as you can tell, I played around with the cabinet for quite a bit. I don't know, it takes a long time. I was just rearranging it until I loved the look of it, and I am so happy with it. I think this piece is so pretty, and the arch, and it looks so good next to the couch. So this is what the little styled cabinet looks like. Now this is the point where the video turned into a full-blown room makeover because I decided to paint the living room. So I will say this living room has always been a little dark for me. This is the room where we spend the most time, and it just doesn't get a lot of natural light. It's probably the darkest room in the house. However, when we bought the house, it was a pretty dark gray, and I bought this house knowing I wanted to paint the living room white because I thought, okay, it's a dark room, the white will kind of reflect the light around and make it seem brighter. But when I came into this house and I painted all the samples onto the dark gray wall, everything looked so stark white that it kind of freaked me out, and I ended up going with a much darker color. So the walls have been painted Edgecomb gray, and I did love it, but it was always a little bit darker than I was wanting. We even have a dining room that is painted a dark blue, and that room feels brighter. That's just how much this room lacks sunlight. So I decided I was gonna go ahead and finally paint it white. I ended up choosing Gallery White by Sherwin-Williams HGTV collection, and I think it's perfect. I love it. As you can see here, I'm showing you how nice it looks with this cabinet and with the couch. I feel like it pairs really well together. So now it was time to switch out the rug. So I have had this rug for years and I loved it. It's been very dirty though. We have spilled many things on it and I've tried to clean it, and it's not the softest, but I did love the look of it. However, I didn't feel like it fit this space anymore. Sometimes it made the couch feel as if it was like a really stark white. I'll put a picture on the screen here, when in reality it's like a linen blend color. So I actually went on Pinterest and looked at a bunch of pictures that I had saved of homes with white couches, and I was like, what kind of rug do they have? Because I love how this looks, but it's not looking right here. And I saw that a lot of them had jute rugs. Now I know jute is usually pretty uncomfortable, and I've had jute rugs in my home before, so I actually ended up finding one on Amazon. I believe it was $200. It was the cheapest one I could find, which is why I went with it. And it's a jute and cotton blend, so it's way softer. And as soon as I put this rug in here, I feel like it made a huge difference. So this little corner right here isn't changing much. If you've been watching my videos, it's kind of always looked like this. I have this armchair that I've had for years, and I've had this side table and all of these things, but I'm just going in and styling it. Now, this is not a picture frame of me and my husband. I will switch that out eventually. I kind of think it's funny though, because I've had it up for a couple months now, and it's definitely not us. So now it was just time for some finishing touches, getting all the decorations right, doing the coffee table. Now, speaking of the coffee table, this was a process. I'm going to show it more in a different video. I'll put it in like a vlog or a decorating video because it took forever, so it deserves its own little moment. But as you can see, I was so happy with the end result. I feel like it looks perfect. I love the legs of it. I found it on Facebook Marketplace, and once I switched out the rug, it really did go together so well. So I'm so happy with how that turned out. And now I'm just going around and adding different decor accents, putting some throw pillows up, trying to add a little bit more color in because I didn't want this room to feel like white on white on white, which is why why I ended up staining the coffee table a little bit darker. I didn't want everything to just feel so light. And now I'm going in and doing a little bit of coffee table styling. Now, my number one tip is to find your coffee table books at Goodwill. So this big golf one I have, as well as this decorating book, are both from Goodwill, only $1 each. They have the best books. Sometimes it takes a little bit to find them, but it's just so much cheaper to find them at Goodwill or Habitat for Humanity, Salvation Army, any place like that. Now I'm gonna do a warning, because I know some people that watch my videos sometimes get irritated with me because they say I'm all over the place. I think that's the term they always use. And I agree, I know that about myself. I definitely am. I've been like that my whole life. What you're about to watch is all over the place. It's just me trying to figure out what the heck I wanted to do with this wall. It was getting to the point where I was literally Googling like armchair on a wall, how to decorate with an armchair on a wall. Like, I just didn't know what to do. So we went through a lot of different trial and error. So the first thing I did is I brought in this side table, which I had already had in a different room. I had found this on Facebook Marketplace a couple of years ago, and I've never loved it. It's a lot darker. The pictures I had seen before I bought it, it looked a lot lighter. I mean, it works, but I just don't love the darkness of it. And I use it in a different room and it works perfectly, but I think next to the white couch, it was too high of a contrast and I just didn't love how it looked. But I did try and style it and see if I could figure it out. And then the next thing I got was this big artwork. Now my mom actually got me this for Christmas. We got it together when we were shopping at Target and she loved it and she was like, put this on the wall. So she actually bought it for me. It was like a Christmas present, but she said, no hard feelings if it doesn't look good in your house. I totally understand. If you don't want it, I will take it. So I decided to put it up and see how it worked. And I will say, like, this shot, I do think it looks really nice. It's very pretty, even with the dark side table, but it didn't feel like me. It didn't feel like my style. And I'll put some examples of what my style is on the screen, but I don't know, it felt too moody for me. And I think it would look beautiful on a lot of other people's walls. Like, I think someone like Kaylin Cash could put this up and it would fit perfectly. But I had it up for about a week and I couldn't do it. It was way too dark and moody for the room. And as you can see, I have a little thermostat that was in the way and kind of making decorating this wall a little tricky. So I did end up trying to do some sort of gallery wall, and I did kind of like this, but like I said, it just wasn't me. So I ended up taking that down. And then I ended up bringing in this end table or nightstand that we had from upstairs. And I had taken off the drawer knobs and I was thinking maybe I'll switch that out with like gold drawer knobs or something, because this color is exactly what I was looking for. And while I think the color looks perfect there, once again, I sat with it for a little bit and I just didn't like it. It was way too modern for the space, too boxy, especially with all the frames that were on the wall. It was just like a lot of squares going on. But once again, I decorated it all the way through so I could see it like at its full potential. And I even sat up this picture that I've had for like a year now of a sailboat to see if maybe that would be the artwork for the wall. So just a lot of change. And then I was like, I don't know, I still really want to try a gallery wall. So what I ended up doing is just going around the house and finding every frame I possibly own and putting it in the living room on the floor. I have so many thrifted frames, so many, and then I also just have some from Home Goods and Marshalls and all of that. So I was trying to make a little design on the ground, but let me tell you, gallery walls are hard. I did jump around a little bit, so you will notice that the old rug is in these clips. That's just because I filmed those first. The rug was really the finishing touch that I just got this week, and I feel like it really completed the room. So just ignore that. We did end up keeping the jute and cotton rug in here, and you'll see that in the after shots.
Leaving all my worries, I prepare for something new. Whatever it was that held me back, I'm sure it wasn't true. Holding on too long and unresolved questions hold you down. What could have been a friendly smile has turned into a frown. I'm moving on and on and on. I'm moving on and on.
So as you can see, I played around with the gallery wall for a while, and this is where we're at currently. This is one of those spots where I said I don't love it. I haven't quite figured it out, and I feel like I have spent so much time Pinteresting and Googling. Okay, so I'm actually cutting off the part where I'm talking right here because it has been a couple more weeks since I filmed that, and I actually ended up redoing the gallery wall entirely. I found this print that I really loved. As soon as I hung it up, I said, okay, that's it. I just think it fits the space perfectly. So I started building out the gallery wall kind of around that. Now, it's still not completely done. I feel like it's just gonna take time to find the right frames for this spot, but I do think it looks a whole lot better. So still on the hunt for some more frames, maybe from Goodwill or Facebook Marketplace, and then also on the hunt for the perfect side table for this spot as well. Okay, so like I said, it's not fully complete yet. There will definitely be more additions and things added as time go on, but I'm really happy with how it looks right now. So before I show you the after, let's look at the before one more time. And here is the after. I love how bright it is in here. I feel like it's so pretty. The couch, the rug, the coffee table, the cabinet, I feel like it all goes so well together. Now, obviously, everything I feel like that I do always ends up leaning a little coastal. I don't want it to look too coastal, so I am trying to add in traditional pieces, and it definitely is still a work in progress, but I'm excited. I mean, that's what my whole channel's about, so I'm excited to continue making decorating videos and thrifting videos and bringing more pieces into this space. So I hope you guys choose to subscribe. If you're new here, I have a lot of great videos coming soon. I don't know, I love it. I think it looks so pretty. The couch is so comfortable. Like I said, we've had it for about 3 months now. So if you guys are interested, I will have it linked down below. It is the Rubik V by Lindsay Home, and it's just awesome. I actually at one point over the past 3 months rearranged it and made 2 two-seaters, and kind of liked that too. It was so easy to switch things around and like reconfigure things. So definitely recommend if you are on the hunt for a couch. It's got super deep seats and it's very comfy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it was like a little bit of chaos, but I hope it was entertaining. Thank you guys so much for being here. And if you guys wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up and leaving a comment down below, that would mean so much to me. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for being here, and see you in the next one. Bye.